guys, in the last video we whisked our eggs, and now in this video we're going to be turning them to scrambled eggs. But the two things you need, well, one thing you need is milk. You need to put the milk into your bowl, and we're also going to be adding this paste that you can use to make pizza as well. And you might be wondering what this is. This paste is made out of any kind of fresh tomatoes which you can buy from anywhere, and a spring onion. What you need to do is to cut the root off, wash it, and cut it into tiny pieces. And once you've done that, you put them inside your grinder and grind it properly. Once you've done that, you pour it into your pan and you cook it properly. And then turn it to this consistency. So now we're going to be using this to make our eggs. So the first thing you want to do is to pour your milk inside. You mix it up. And then the other thing we want to add is this. Right now we're going to be adding the entire thing, so it's up to you how much you'd like. And this makes the scrambled eggs taste really nice. Then you can use this to take it off and mix. Once I finish mixing all of this together, I'm going to turn it into scrambled eggs with the pan. So guys, one thing is, you shouldn't worry, you really shouldn't worry if you see any lumps of this paste inside, because once you start cooking it, it will all come together. So now I think I've finished mixing this up, and I'm going to be frying it in this pan. So now guys, we are going to start cooking this. But before we do anything, we need to turn the cooker on. And I think we're going to turn the number up to 6. So now we're going to add a bit of oil. This time we're going to be adding 3 spoonfuls of oil. So I've done that, and I'm just going to let it warm up a bit. So my pan has become a bit hot, and I think I'm going to spread the oil around, and I think I'm going to start putting the egg inside. I think I might just put all of it inside. Seems like an alright idea. So now we just need to let it cook a tiny bit for a while, and then we'll start mixing it about. So the egg is now forming, and I'm going to start mixing it a bit, making sure it doesn't stick to the pan, and yeah. That's why we put loads of oil on it, so that nothing sticks to the pan. But also you need to be careful as well, making sure it doesn't stick to the pan. So it might stick to the pan a bit, but if you're doing it gently like this, you'll be able to take it up. Now you can see the egg is forming a bit, and becoming egg that's being scrambled. And you need to make sure you scrape everywhere so that nothing sticks to the pan. So now it's forming quite well. And you need to be quite careful at this time because a lot of it will be sticking to the pan. And you need to make sure nothing falls out. So at this stage, the egg is forming quite well, and I think it's almost done. So now you're able to sprinkle some seasoning on it. And when you want to sprinkle on the seasoning, you can choose how much seasoning you're going to use. Right now I'm going to use 1 cube, but let's make sure this doesn't stick to the pot. So now guys, I'm breaking the cube and I'm sprinkling around everywhere so that every single bit has its own share of seasoning. And you need to be careful so that you put it everywhere because you won't want your food to be having one side that's seasoning and one side not seasoned. The seasoning that I use is this, and it's called I think. Knorr. And it's really good for food, for rice. You can use it to cook rice. I think my scrambled... Hold on. So guys, my scrambled egg is done and I'm going to serve it onto the plate. You need to be very careful while serving so that nothing goes on the floor. So that's my scrambled eggs. That's done. And I'm going to turn off the cooker. And I'll turn this off. So we finished cooking our scrambled eggs. And you can cook this at any time and anywhere.